Hi there, students. A compound, a countable noun. To compound, a verb. Notice, compound, the noun, stress on the first syllable, but as a verb to compound. Compound. Okay, let's see, a compound. A compound is something that consists of two or more separate things combined together. The air smelled like a compound of sunshine and rain. There are various compounds in this plant which are very beneficial for your health. Now, in chemistry, a compound is something that's been formed by the reaction of two or more elements together. So if you take chlorine and sodium and you burn them together, you get salt. And that is a compound. It's a compound of sodium and chlorine. But notice, air, the air that we breathe, is not a compound. It's a mixture because the two things haven't reacted together. So in chemistry, an organic compound. Water is a compound of hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, so a compound in chemistry. A compound noun. So let's see, a compound noun. A dark-haired boy, a travel agent. Okay, this is where two words go together. Rhyming compounds, the hoi polloi or hoity-toity. Okay, these are compounds. These are two or more words that go together. Then you could have a compound, as in an area surrounded by a fence or a wall. So a prison compound or a factory compound. The factory is inside a compound. There are army vehicles protecting the presidential palatial compound. The animals live in a compound, a fenced off area. Then we have this verb to compound, to make a problem more difficult, to make a situation worse. So the bad weather was compounded by the large number of vehicles that were travelling at that time. His financial problems were compounded by the loss of his job. There's been a severe drought in the area for a long time, and this problem has been compounded by a civil war. So to make something worse, to compound, to mix two things together. So the tires of cars are made of rubber compounded with other materials. Or so let's see, we have compound interest, where the interest that you invest 100 and at the end of the year you get £5 back, but then you reinvest that 105 and compound interest, it increases. The investment fund has achieved annual compound returns of 9%. Okay, so a compound. Two things mixed together. Tin compounded with lead to make pewter, or a pharmacist compounding prescriptions. To compound, to make worse. They compounded their crime by denying it and lying about it. High winds compounded the difficulties firefighters were having. Flies have compound eyes with lots of different individual sections in them. Compound eyes. There are various insects that have compound eyes, made up of individual parts that work separately, but all as a group. So made of various components. A new medicinal compound, or a compound noun, or a compound adjective. His devil may care attitude. Okay, this is a compound adjective. To compound, to augment, to compound an error, to make it worse. To compound a medicine, to form by combining different things, to compound ingredients to make a sauce. So compound chili, garlic, ginger, cumin, turmeric, and other spices to make a very tasty curry. Okay, in legal terms, they have to compound a felony, to adjust by agreement, to reach an amicable settlement. So to compound a felony is to agree for money, not to prosecute somebody. Okay, so compound. It's got lots and lots of meanings, as you can clearly see. A compound, an enclosed area of land. The people fled inside the embassy compound, a military compound. In chemistry, a compound is a substance that consists of two or more elements. Organic compounds, inorganic compounds. A compound of various different things added together. Honey is a compound of water, various sugars, vitamins, and enzymes. Okay, compound eyes, compound leaves, made of two or more parts, complex, multiple. Okay, a compound noun, a compound adjective. Or to compound a problem, to make it worse, to exacerbate, to increase. So, wow. Yes, the scientists have produced a new chemical compound. If you do this, it will only compound your actions. So remember, a compound, to compound. Different pronunciation, different stress pattern. So let's see. As to origin, this comes from maybe from the Malay word kampong, a group of buildings, a village, through Dutch or Portuguese. A compound, the enclosure. Or maybe as the verb to compound from French, compondre, to put together, compono, putting together. So, to compound, a compound. So, formality. A compound, to compound. 5.5 informality, use anywhere. So, bye for now.